You guys see that? Brian touched me above the belt for the first time since I've known him. That's good. I like that. Usually, honestly, Brian's usually one wearing the jacket. And I realized tonight that we both look like a before and after photo of said vacation. I'm pretty sure I'm the after, though. That's good. How you guys doing tonight? You guys having a good time? You guys have birthdays? You guys some drunk people already? This is good. This is good. I like where this is going already. If you guys got here earlier and you saw me hobbling around with a limp, I was not touched by an angel. This is not a miraculous recovery. My VA disability came in, and I no longer have to pretend to be disabled. It's the truth, right? You gotta really play that one up. You gotta, everybody's like, you gotta get 100%. So you gotta everything's service disabled. I won't tell you how disabled I am, but we're getting Chevy Tahoes, and we're getting that's. I'm Chevy Tahoe disabled. And everybody's talking about how bad that whole process is, getting your VA rating. Are you military? Were you guys military at one point? You're active and veteran. Can we get some applause for the people in the area? I had the easy life. I was in the Air Force. I know this is an Army town. I can do things like read and write. Okay, get off me. It's fine. This is fine. But I went through the whole process, and one of the things they call you, they're like, we need to get your mental screening done, so we're going to hook you up with a licensed therapist. And me being a comedian now, I think, okay, well, if there's a licensed therapist, there is a such thing as an unlicensed therapist. Exactly. Ladies, you guys each other's unlicensed therapists, you call each other and like, Linda, I don't know if I should deal with this man anymore. I think I should just hit him. And she's like, that sounds like a great idea, actually. Just start beating his ass, this is good. I guess it's better than being like an unlicensed medical doctor. You probably want an actual licensed doctor for that one. You can imagine like going for your proctology and they're like, yeah, you're good. Come back in here. I'm like, sir, you didn't even put a glove on. Like, it's good to be out of the house. My wife has me doing a lot of home projects right now. It's that time of year, yes. We're all doing the home projects. We have a garden. We have chickens. We have very little land. And I think that she is entering that phase of her life where she's slowly turning into Stevie Nicks. Slightly hippier by the day is what we're at. Yeah, I heard from the cat, we got some sourdough sweeties in here. We got some bakers in the house. That's good. Yeah, you're a baker? Yeah, settle down. You're in the front row, making me nervous. Yes. But I am the handy guy in the house. Any other handymen in the house? Any other guys who are good with their hands and tools and stuff? She's reaching for you. I wouldn't have guessed. I heard that sugar. Okay. But I'm the handyman in the house. You're the handyman? Also from divorced parents? Oh, damn, you're lucky, bro. I had to be handy. I'm from a divorced parent home, right? And I lived with my dad. Very rare. Very rare the guys go live with their dad. Which means I was no longer his son. I was an employee. Yeah, I was the only forklift certified elementary school at Gray Street Elementary at 8 years old. Worked double shifts, going to Home Depot, lifting pallets of sheetrock in the evenings. Very handy. I'm that guy. And since I grew up with my dad and I was his employee, I had to do things like learn how to read street maps. Before GPS, if there's anybody young in here, we had things like MapQuest. But before that, a little older, we had the travel guide.
Oh my God.
Yeah. His truck dashboard was full of maps of states we've never even been to. Just in case we find ourselves lost outside of Montgomery, Alabama. We're covered. Yeah. Well, Fort Bragg is scary enough to navigate as is. I still drive around out there. I find myself out there shooting live ammunition every once in a while. I don't even know what the hell's going on. My wife is also from divorced parents, but she got it easy. She's the only daughter. She has 2 brothers. She didn't have to worry about anything growing up. Everything was handed to her. She got to hang out in the back seat and just go to sleep, which is what she does now. We could be going to the grocery store. She's dead asleep 5 miles down the road. I don't know how she does that. If we got a Tesla and I fell asleep in there, we'd both just go right off the fucking cliff somewhere. She does. We've lived in Fayetteville now for over a decade, and she still uses GPS to get to the grocery store. She's like, honey, what if I get lost? At least, believe me, it's the same roads. There and back. Just take the same route. She refused. We do a lot of the grocery delivery stuff. But she's a terrible driver. There's no other way to put it. She's half Asian. Just the half, like the right side of her car is just tore up. Asian. Okay, but I want the stories. I'm on the clock, all right? We'll talk after the show. I don't have this much time. It's okay. She told me one time I had to go cover up for a crime because she hit our neighbor's mailbox leaving the driveway. She says it's because it was foggy that morning. The skid marks leaving our driveway, sliding sideways, says she was running late for work. She told me, she's like, I think it was a little foggy. I think I winged the neighbor's mailbox. And I don't think it was foggy at all because I could see the scene of the crime from the house. Looking out through the blinds, I'm like, that mailbox is completely plowed over. I don't know, man. She and I have been together for almost 18 years now, so we're doing good. We're doing good. We travel a lot. Any travelers in the house tonight? We travel around, yeah. I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4" tall. So when we fly, only business class. Only business class. One, because I'm tall and I'm not poor. So it's just, the front of the plane is for the non-poors. The back of the plane is for the poors. That's kind of how that works. But it's a payoff. If we crash, I die first. She asked me that. We were flying one time, and she was like, hey, we're in the exit row of this plane. And they came around and like, hey, in the event of emergency, would you be willing to assist the stewardess? I'm going to let you guys know, if you see me on a plane, I'm going to say yes to that. I don't mean it. If I'm in the exit row, they ask me to help, I'm first out. And I told my wife that. She goes, you wouldn't help me out of a plane like, honey, love you to death. If we survive, hold on to the belt loop, class. We're getting the hell out of here. I'll leave you guys with this. We did a couples retreat recently out in the mountains of North Carolina. Yeah, beautiful. If you guys haven't been out in the mountains of North Carolina, if you guys are visiting Los Angeles, just go out there and it's wonderful. We didn't really know when we got to the Whispering Fern Resort that it was a hippie commune. And we booked the Namaste package, which is the Namaste Together package these days. And we got to the location. We met with our spiritual guides, what they call themselves, Lily and Fernfeather, whatever the fuck it was. They checked us in. They said, I just want you guys to know this is a 100% sustainable, off-the-grid location, which sounds cool. There's code for you're sleeping outside. You're shitting in a hole in the floor. And you're sleeping on cardboard furniture. You know, like when the Olympics were around recently, they had those beds, the cardboard beds? That's what they mean. I paid $9,000 to sleep in a tent like a raccoon is what I did. I love it. I love her though, but like I said, I'm a big guy. I'm also 250 pounds of human flesh, okay? I'll save you the details. 3 days of having sex on that cardboard bed. I came at it with some wrestling moves you've never seen since the 90s. Right through the mattress. I'm hot, slippery. There's no air conditioning in these things. I go sliding off of her through the side of this tent, across the deck. I look like a tuna on a fishing boat. It's good. It's good. One of the events we did one night was called forest bathing. It's not as cool as it sounds. We were clothed the whole time. When you hear the words forest bathing, you think smut books. Ladies, are we reading smut? Yeah, smut readers. I'm on to you. I'm on to you. We did this thing called forest bathing. Like I said, it's a Japanese thing for just going outside and sitting in the woods quiet. Like I said, my wife and I have been married for a while. Sitting anywhere quiet is not something she's capable of doing. We're out there at night sitting across a bush from each other, and she hears, she brought her tablet. She's out there watching Netflix, like swat mosquitoes and stuff. We had a good time. We learned a lot about ourselves, love languages, guys. If you're here with your lady tonight, we're learning love languages. Hers are words of affirmation and acts of renovation, which is what I'm going to go back to the house to do. Thank you guys. My name's Mitch Fowler.